I was gifted this pet carrier backpack by Fur Tent, and I wanted to do an unboxing, a review, and a demo. The backpack is quite large, the carrying space, and it does have a lot of options for storage. The material is like a slick, wipeable material, which I think is key when you are going to be taking this outside on walks, and especially with pets. We have a little spot for sunglasses here, a larger buckle pouch here, pocket on the side for a water bottle, as well as on the other side, just a mesh pocket. It does come with this extra little pouch zipper bag that just hooks on here with a hook. And then around the straps, the waist strap, there is a little pouch here for poop bags. And then there's also another zipper pouch here on this side. And then there's also a storage pouch here. Let's talk about arguably the most important thing about a backpack you are going to be wearing that's going to hold a lot of weight. And that is the proper support. So here on the back, it has padding here, here, and here along your shoulder blades and along your waist. It's also mesh and can help with ventilation and sweating. It has it here on the shoulder straps as well, which is super important. And it's slightly padded here along the waist. So for the straps, we have one for across the chest, which if you've ever been backpacking, this support is so helpful. And again, if you're going to be carrying something with a lot of added weight, a waist strap is essential. You want to make sure that this sits right on your waist and your hips, not above. And then of course you can tighten the straps here. And I love that this is just easy to maneuver. If I have my pet in here, I can pull on these to make it tighter or loosen it up really easily. One thing I noticed that this backpack has, which I think is really important for a pet carrier specifically, is these buckles here at the top. So these are actually connected to the arm straps here. So I feel like it's just that added support when your pet is in the actual carrier. These straps are holding the top up so that the flap doesn't happen to come undone for whatever reason. It's unlikely, but also I just think it's added support for you carrying it. It kind of helps distribute the weight a little bit so it's not all hanging off on your back, and rather you're carrying it on your shoulders. It does have a strap here. It's faux leather that you can actually use to carry the entire bag. Now let's get into the actual container where your pet's gonna sit. So first, like I said, it has these buckles here at the top, and then there's actually a Velcro strap here at the top, which I thought was a nice touch just for that extra sense of security when your pet is in here. And then you just simply unzip it. And what I love about this backpack, you can unzip it all the way. I think that's awesome. It also comes with this mat that is actually really, really sturdy. And what I love about it is you can open this up and take the cover off. I have had cat carriers where you just either have to wash this entire piece or wipe it down, and the material a lot of the time is not this slick, easily to clean material. So the fact that this can unzip and you can actually take this piece out is so good, because I have also had some in the past that this was just cardboard. It does have a little piece of padding. I don't know if you necessarily want to keep that in there, but it is just a piece of hard plastic. It looks like it's just corrugated here on the inside, which means it's also really lightweight. So when you need to wash this, just take this out, throw this in the washer, and you put it back in there and then zip it up. Something like this inside a pet carrier, something stable for them to stand on, is really important. So I'm glad that it comes with this. Now for the inside, there are two Velcro straps here on the sides as well as on this. So it's not going to be wiggling around in there if you're moving a lot, which is awesome. And then inside here we have the straps for your dog if you need to clamp it around their collar. They're just little hook clamps, and they are both completely adjustable. So you can take them longer if you need to, or you can keep them short. When you're ready to go, this just zips up really nicely, really easily. The quality of this is honestly really great. It's got double lining here on all of the sides, which you want in a backpack, that especially if you're going to be taking it outside, it's carrying a lot of weight. I feel like it's really well made, and the zippers are so smooth. Once you actually get your pet strapped in, I love that there is this little pocket here on the front, this mesh pocket that you can fold down and leave that open if you want them to have something to peek out of when you're taking them on your walk. And then also on this side and on this side, there is breathable mesh. So let's try it out. Overall, this backpack feels really nice. I love that all of these straps you can adjust while you're actually wearing it, including the ones on the top that connect to the actual backpack. I really do feel just like so supported with this. It really does feel like it's mostly just settled here on top of my hips and on my shoulders, but not so much on the top, more like in the front. So it's got really good stability. My cat is doing great in here. I feel like it's breathable enough for her since it has the mesh on either side as well as the pocket in the front. It's got tons of storage, everything that you would need for just a short little outing with your pet. She's actually laying down in there now, just kind of relaxing. So yeah, this is a great backpack.